The EU MEP elections explained for Irish citizens. What is the European Union Parliament? The EU Parliament is the legislative branch of the EU government. They pass the laws that affect all 28 EU countries, including Ireland. For example, they recently passed a law that will remove roaming charges for all EU citizens when in other EU countries. There are 750 members of EU Parliament, one president who cannot vote, and 13 EU political parties. Each EU member state gets representation in Parliament, and the number of MEPs per country is decided by the country's population. Germany, as the most populated member, gets 96 MEPs, and Malta, as the least, gets 6 MEPs. Ireland elects 11 MEPs, placing us in the same league as Croatia and Lithuania. We are also one of the 6 countries in the European Union that has constituencies. They are Dublin, electing 3 MEPs, Midlands and Northwest, electing 4 MEPs, and South, electing 4 MEPs as well. When is the EU election? Voting for the EU elections takes place between the 22nd to 25th across all of the EU countries. In Ireland, the vote is happening on Friday, May 23rd. If you are an Irish citizen living in another EU member state, you should have received a letter explaining how to register to vote in that country. Each EU country has a different day between the 22nd and 25th where voting will take place. Details on those dates are in the description. EU parties in relation to Irish parties. Parties in the EU election is where things get confusing, and without the right knowledge it can even seem misleading. In relation to Ireland, there are 2 groups of parties you have to keep in mind: national parties and European parties. The national parties are the parties that we vote for in all our elections. They include, but are not limited to, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, Labour, Sinn Féin, and so on. If you are watching this video, chances are you already have formed an opinion on one or more of these parties. But since each national party is associated with a larger European party, what you may consider right for the country may not be what you consider right for Europe. To give you an example, Labour may not be your number 1 choice for a local or national election, but since Labour is a part of the Socialists and Democrats in the European Parliament, and let's say you like them, you may vote for Labour in the EU elections to give the Socialists and Democrats more power. I have another video to explain the parties and the issues in greater detail, but I will quickly list the major party associations. Fine Gael are with the European People's Party, Labour are with the Socialists and Democrats, Fianna Fáil are with the Allied Liberal and Democrats of Europe, the Green Party are with the European Green Party, and both Sinn Féin and the Socialist Party are with the European United Left, or Nordic Green Left. I hope you found the information in this video helpful. Click here to view the video where I explain in greater detail the European parties and where they stand on modern day issues. Hopefully this will inform you further on who to vote for if you're still not entirely clear.